Let's talk about the Cuban crisis. This video is the first in a short analytical series taking a deeper look at the dynamics shaping the current situation on the island. Cuba has been under a U.S. economic embargo since 1962 when it was imposed by John F. Kennedy during the Cold War as part of the fight against communism. More than 60 years later, the embargo remained one of the longest-lasting sanctions regime in modern history. However, its intensity has fluctuated depending on the political orientation of the U.S. administration. Some presidents attempted to ease restrictions, while others reinforced them. This dynamic became visible again in January 2025 when the administration of Donald Trump placed Cuba back on the list of the state sponsors of terrorism only days after Joe Biden had removed it. The decision to place Cuba back on the list of state sponsors of terrorism reflects both geopolitical and domestic political considerations. First, Trump's decision essentially canceled the decree adopted by Biden only 5 days earlier. It was accompanied by a broader hardening of sanctions, including the activation of Title III of the Helms-Burton Act, adopted in the 90s. This provision allows individuals or companies in the U.S. to sue entities benefiting from properties nationalized by the Cuban government after the revolution. The hardline policy also reflects the influence of political figures such as Marco Rubio, because he built his political career within the anti-Castro exiled community. In fact, Florida has powerful Cuban and Venezuelan exiled groups which play an important role in U.S. electoral politics. Furthermore, the Trump administration justified the decision by arguing that Cuba had refused to extradite members of the Colombian guerrilla group National Liberation Army. Historically, similar arguments had been used when Cuba was previously on the list between 1982 and 2015, for example for listing the Colombian guerrilla movement Revolutionary Armed Forces of Colombia.